Club Talk episode
Creed's
14. We're back. Oh shit, I was meant to listen to this person. Anyway, Club Talk episode 14, with, obviously, your awesome buddy, great guy, man, the myth, the legend, Creed Recon. And,
you mean the guy in his underwear?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. What are you on about?
Are you comfortable over there?
I'm just there and out, you know?
You know, in pink underwear, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Purple boat shoes, no socks.
Hey man, socks they restrict the feet, you know.
Anyway, go on with your introductions.
Anyway, who are you, Day Day? You know, you're Day Day.
You know, yeah, that's me. That's it.
And
no other introductions needed.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we're here also with Strike, which we did an episode with before. He's retarded. And we're joined by, yeah, what's up? We're joined by, you know, long-term fans. Some might even say fanboys. Exiled MC.
All right.
Big fans of Club Talk. Hey, come on. But yo, go and say who are you, man, and what's your role in your MC?
Hey, no smoking in the Club Talk area.
I'm the vice president of the mother chapter of the EXILED MC.
Fantastic, Rattler.
That was good.
I'm EXILED Rattler, president of the Bantam Canyon chapter of the EXILED MC.
Enthusiasm, love it. It's fantastic.
Ridiculous.
It's like a more chilled out version of Bone.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Smoke. You remember Smoke? The dude, except like more.
I don't know who Smoke. The Smoke, that motherfucker was crazy as hell. What are you talking about?
Dude. It's the Wild Boy.
That guy was crazy as
like, hey,
fuck.
Man. He's like,
comparing me to a Wild Boy, bro.
Hey, bro.
Oh, that's disrespect. We're gonna have a fucking fight in the episode.
Rattler ain't gonna do nothing.
You call us fanboys. You compare us to other.
Technically, okay, right. I said
two separate people. Two separate people now. Don't put me in that boat with Creed. He called you a fan. I did not.
I mean, someone who watches some of the episodes may be considered a fan. Maybe. Anyway, we're trying to get EXILED on for a little while. Not really, but we've been thinking about getting them on for a little bit because. Obviously, we're very cool with each other. I don't want to brag or anything, but you know, they're pretty tight. You know.
Now he's trying to name drop over here.
Pretty yeah, we can't name drop anymore. We're censored. Corporate censored us.
He's trying to act like it's something cool.
You're a two-faced motherfucker, aren't you?
That's what I'm talking about. You're crazy. Anyway, we're here again. Talk about bullshit for another for a 14th fucking hour. You believe that? 14 hours now of literally just talking about shit. How crazy is that?
Creed, I think your dick is out.
Is it? No, one of my balls is a bit loose. One sec. Let me just adjust myself.
Yeah, there. All right, you good? You good? Nah, don't do that.
Nah. There we go.
Oh, man.
I don't know, y'all. I really don't.
Oh shit.
So we said last episode we're gonna talk about some shit today. So maybe some people that saw that one are pretty. Nah, I wasn't gonna say excited. It's not the right word. Who would be excited for something as shit and uninteresting as this?
To get excited in those.
I mean, it's impossible. If you ever get excited for an episode of Club Talk, you should probably do something better with your life.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it should though. It is a good point, isn't it? If you like, even if I find myself getting excited for an episode, I go, what has my life come to? And I fucking host the thing. You know, and it's like, it's fucked. To be honest with you.
Co-host.
I meant co-host. You know what I mean? You're a host. I'm a host. We can call ourselves hosts.
Co-host.
Well, yeah, but so I mean, yeah, I got on my Instagram co-host.
He's humble. He humbled himself.
I mean, I made the Instagram, so you know.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Well, you know, it was my idea.
The episodes, so,
my idea for the fucking show, but you know.
I mean, I come up with the topics. So
I come up with a fucking idea for the fucking show.
How about you come up with where to get some pants from and put them on?
I'm broadcasting right now.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. We are still broadcasting. This is if you've ever seen an episode, you know, so we lay stuff out. It's nice, it's cool, it's chill. But we're talking about today-ish about social media and shit. Because there was a time before where a lot of the MCs, most of them, weren't doing shit like that, you know? They were just motorcycle clubs. And in my opinion, I don't like all the new fucking social medias. I'll agree that has some fucking positivity to it, but I don't really like the whole atmosphere it brings around. I think it's pretty shitty. And I know, Data, you're in an opposite boat to me in that camp. So
I wouldn't say completely opposite, but yeah.
I mean, you're a fucking big social media cunt.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm completely opposite. Is where I don't see the negative effects.
But you would say it's mostly positive, right?
I wouldn't say that either.
All right, fair enough. I guess we're in agreement. That was the end of the episode.
Everybody's on the same page. All right.
Fantastic. It's just simple joke.
No one to argue with. Goddamn, ain't you disappointed?
Look at that.
Right, that's crazy. I want someone to defend it. You know, who's gonna stand up and defend some social media stuff?
You know what? I'll bring a little bit in there. You know,
bring some defense in there.
I can look at other clubs on social media, talk to people. See them on social media making pictures and stuff. You can kind of see what some clubs are about by looking at their social media. But as far as like personal like character and shit like that, obviously you can't see that. And all everybody does, most people anyway, is just talk shit on social media. So in that sense, it's got a bunch of ups and downs.
You know what's stupid though? I see stuff on social media about the MC stuff, right? And I see stuff that actually annoys me. And I look at my phone, like half the time I look at my phone and go, is this guy fucking retarded? And I said it to myself. Because half the time that people talk, like, one thing I don't like, motherfuckers was on Instagram talking about, oh, we need to stop the drama. Why is there so much drama? What the fuck are you talking about? You're in a GTA MC. With drama? The fuck are you on about? Drama. That pisses me off. Seriously. That actually annoys me in real life.
You ever notice the people that say that they don't want drama are usually the ones that have the most of it around them?
Yeah.
I don't understand what the whole, like, you can't shit talk on Instagram? Shit talk a little bit. It's funny. Do it. And then you have people, right? You should talk a little bit. No one's gonna fucking have a go. And then they just, oh man, it really just, it grinds my gears.
It grinds his gears, people. It grinds his gears.
I think one of the more like positive sides of it is you get to see like some more cross-platform interaction. Like,
I hate that.
We're on PlayStation. We're in our own little bubble, but you get to see clubs that are on Xbox. You get to see.
I hate that.
Clubs that are like your club that are like doing it.
I dislike that shit.
Which one it can feel like, that, like what Rattler said. I mean, you see clubs that have kind of a similar mindset or a similar way of doing things, and whether you can either feel like they sort of ripped you off in some way without even knowing it,
or maybe it just fell into place like that.
Right, or like that you realize that you're not the only one with that mindset, so it makes it seem like it's not as weird. I guess is the best way I can kind of phrase that.
Yeah, I guess
that we do isn't strange.
It connects more people together into it, I guess.
I like it in the sense that when I get on, it's like a net, right? It makes the net bigger. Like I can see everything going on in the community.
Talking about the internet right now, not the same thing like with capture animals.
What do you have you ever heard of network? Have you ever heard of network, Creed?
Well, just clarifying to people that didn't know that you were talking about the internet.
Well, they'd have to be retarded to not know.
To watch this show, you must be fucking retarded.
That's a good point. I'm
not gonna lie.
Continue to do that because people might need that.
Sit through an entire hour of this shit. There's obviously something wrong with your head.
Yeah, no, definitely. You're some type of mental. But yeah, like I said, it just connects everybody. It's another outlet to talk to each other, see what the other person is doing, shit like that. And what I like when I get on, I'll look for events. Like I can look at clubs that I've never seen before and see their events coming up, and go to those if I would like to.
But 99.9% of the time, don't they turn out to be cunts?
Yeah, I mean that's GTA period.
Like 90.
I think it's the MC community period, right? I have I have met very, very few people here that I've actually liked, and I've been here for quite a long time. Very few people, even with the help of social media. Most of them, if you dig deep enough, turn out to be a bit of a twat.
Like yourself.
Like me.
So these are facts. And Day-Day. Most definitely Day-Day.
And Day-Day.
Most definitely.
And I'm sure there are people that dislike us a lot. I know there are people that dislike us a lot.
Oh no, that's a fact.
Yeah, with,
especially me. Especially me.
Well, you know what they say, man.
Yeah.
I was supposed to put a quote on the end, but I forgot.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I like you too, RC Guns. You cunt.
Are you flirting with somebody in your live stream?
With a man?
Pretty
What?
pretty gay.
Not homosexual.
Not like
I assume
straight.
this person's a man.
Jesus.
So what was it? You know, before social media, you know, what was everything? Because I ain't been on the
What
game
it
that
was.
fucking long.
Still
What was
fucked.
it like
It's still
before,
fucked,
you
to be
know,
honest. And this
social
comes back to the
I'm gonna
point
be honest.
of... One sec, straight. This comes back to the point of... People always fucking going, oh, I wish it was back in the day of the MC community, I wish it was great. It wasn't fucking that much
No, I
better
agree.
before, right? It wasn't. It wasn't. It was like almost exactly the same. Maybe a little bit fewer cunts. Maybe.
You had like the same amount of shit talk on social clubs
Yeah.
than you guys
What it
Right?
was-
And people are like, oh, you know, I wish it was fucking
on YouTube,
hood days.
social club, all that shit talk was on there.
Well, I don't know what the difference. I don't. Okay, so myself, right? I made an Instagram because you know all the other members had one, but I don't really fuck with it. You know?
Peer pressure.
Huh?
Peer pressure.
Oh yeah. So you know, other guys, right? You know, I said, fuck it, you know, I'll make one too, right? I make this bitch, and now I came from like I've been playing the game for a while, right? So I remember the days of fucking social club, right? And I'll hear about these.
Wasn't that
Instagram
long ago.
clubs. Say what?
Wasn't that long ago, was it?
Creep, stop interrupting this man, bro.
I know, right?
Correcting.
And to me, like the vibe of Instagram compared to what Social Club was is completely different. And the reason why I think this is with anything with the internet, Instagram is a mainstream app, right? Everybody has fucking Instagram. When the MCs moved away from Social Club and went to Instagram, what that allowed to happen was people who were not necessarily fascinated with MCs in the beginning, people who haven't heard of the GTA 5 online community, were able to finally get a look at it. And then I believe that's when a lot of the cunts or the little motherfuckers that had no idea what an MC was, but seen Sons of Anarchy, that was another time where I think a lot of them flood in. Back on Social Club, it was a very closed net community. You had the clubs and you had the people who were like, you know, interested in biker shit, right?
Yeah.
So like to me, Social Club was so much more fun because you had a bunch of dudes who actually understood some MC shit. You know what I'm saying? And
I think your point is retarded.
Okay, well,
I think he has a good point.
I disagree with your point.
I'm with his point.
Well, let me tell you why I disagree with his point. Because you can follow people on Instagram, Strike, and that's the people you fucking see. So follow people that you know are into the MC shit. Problem sorted.
Yeah, but
It also
like
has
me,
a
I
discover
don't have my. I
function
have
where
my.
you can find other
Yeah.
people, whereas like Social Club, like Snapmatic on Social Club.
Social Club
like, you
wasn't
could
that
only...
great, man. Like,
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
not saying
You
it was
gotta-
great, but
No,
what I'm saying
I'm
is
straight.
like there's no follow
very
function.
good
Like the only way you find other stuff is if
Very
it's a popular enough post that it shows up on like the trending stuff. So like unless it's someone you know or someone you have interacted with, you're never going to see their content. So yeah, it ended up being closer knit because the only people that you ever saw the pictures of were the people that you were friends with on Social Club.
which you can do on Instagram if you want to.
No, because you could see anyone on Instagram.
No,
As long as their
but you can
profile
follow.
ain't
Yeah,
private,
but if you
can
want to
see their
follow
stuff.
the people that you know are good, right? And then you have that close knit community that you want, right? Because you only see them, they see you.
You can have that, but you can discover more like that. It's like it's much easier to find other people that
Find
have
it,
like
yeah. If your account's not private, you can see it, bro.
whether it's your suggested stuff when you go to search something, whether you follow like a hashtag or something, you can follow all of that and you can see what it is. Like it's much easier to find somebody like,
because what they're saying is the only way you would see that on Social Club is if you were already a part of the community. You already hung out with those people, so you already know about that community. On Instagram, it doesn't matter whether you're in the community or not. You could possibly see it and say, okay, I want to do that too.
But do we want to keep the community closed up?
No,
I think, honestly, to me, I think we should keep the community closed up, because the only people who are going to find this shit is people who search for it. Now, when you open it up, you open up to all that other shit. You open it up to the TDMs. Okay, so here's one
I mean, but it's already opened up to that, straight? You know, there's no going back from that.
I'm not saying it's going back, but what I'm saying is, what has social media done? Okay, so if I'm a GTA player, right? I'm a TDM, and I look up TDMs on Instagram, right? Or TDM crews, whatever. MCs post TDMs, therefore it's related. Therefore you can see it.
I don't know. No, I don't know what that point was.
So the social media like interaction is definitely up the shit talk. Like there was shit talk on Social Club, and you would see these long ass threads of comments on like a patch pick or whatever. But it wasn't. One, Social Club has censorship on the comments. Two, it's a lot more of a pain in the ass to like follow it and like go through people, because like if you comment on something, the only person that gets a notification is the person that made or that took the picture, whose picture it was. So like if you have a bunch of people interacting on it, they have to make a conscious effort to go back to that and check up on it. And like it was bullshit, but it was less toxic bullshit.
And I don't know what was.
I think it's too because it did better at keeping it in game, because obviously on Instagram you got your some people have their personal profile linked, shit like that. You got some of your personal information on there, so it's easier for people to get a hold of stuff and use it against you because they're mad about the game, and then it brings it out of that aspect and brings in more of that toxicity.
Like we talked about shit talking before and what extent you can go to and all that.
People do that when people get surprised, like when people do that kind of shit though. Like I don't understand that. Like how do you link your like actual in real life account and get surprised when somebody takes that shit and be like, oh, this is you. Oh, like
I do think it's very easy to not put yourself out there. All you gotta do is not do that.
I do that shit intentionally. Like I always wanted that to happen.
But you wouldn't be surprised if somebody took your face and photoshopped it onto another guy fucking another guy.
I find that fucking funny. To me, that's funny. That's happened to me and Day before.
People don't find it funny. Like some people don't find it funny, and then they get all butthurt. It is like
which brings us onto another mentality, which I think social media created, which is the oversensitive.
Illusion of privacy.
Oversensitive.
Like the people that
social media.
The people that swear they don't want to be like fucked with, but they keep setting themselves up to get fucked with is just ridiculous.
They also created like if you get pissed off at somebody and give out your home address and then don't understand why everybody gets mad.
Why everybody keeps mailing pipe bombs.
Why are you taking it serious? Like, why are you taking it so serious? Like, I can't believe you would say something like that.
It's like if you lubed up a rapist and then bent over and didn't expect to get raped.
What?
That's...
It's an extreme analogy.
And Rattler, this is the type of shit he do all the time. But you over there talking about, oh, he the host. I fucks with him.
It's an extreme analogy.
This your boy. This your boy, Rattler.
It's an extreme analogy. It's an extreme analogy. It's an extreme analogy, right? It's like what you said with the whole. Right. So it's like, oh, I'm not gonna want my stuff here, but I'm gonna post my picture over here, right? Like, oh, I don't want to get raped, but I'm gonna turn my back to this rapist.
What?
It's like leaving cookies out on the top. It's like leaving cookies out on the coffee table and expecting kids not.
And expecting kids not to rape the cookies.
Right.
Yeah, you can make a much more innocent metaphor than somebody getting raped.
Yeah, but extremes are what people listen to, though.
No, everyone's gonna listen to that and be like, "What the fuck was he even trying to explain?"
No, he'll go, "Oh, I don't lube up a rapist."
All I got from that is Creed really has a spear, but rape. Like,
don't you have a fear of butt rape?
I don't know if it's a fear. I don't know if fear is the right word. He definitely has a fascination.
I feel like everyone should have a fear with butt rape, apart from maybe homosexual. Oh, I mean, no, because it's still rape. So I guess everyone should have a fear of butt rape in the world.
Ridiculous.
I mean, just because you don't want something
That's
to happen
ridiculous.
To you, you have to fear it. Like, it's not like we walk outside and be like, oh God, I'm scared someone's gonna butt rape me. Like, no, you know what I'm saying?
No, but that would be a phobia.
Aren't we supposed to be talking about like GTA, MCs,
anyway,
media,
yeah, what I was saying was...
See, that's what happens when you use badass analogies.
That's what it was. It was a badass analogy. Thank you, dating my brother. My brother. Hey, looking out. I feel you, homie. Right. What I was saying was... breeding. I feel like Instagram breeds possibly an oversensitive nature. Like maybe the blue ass rape joke I just made wouldn't be taken so kindly. Well, that it's a segue into the next conversation, where some people, maybe on Instagram or so often, might find that offensive, and then you be scrutinized, right? You have a good thing about this, since you do run a page. We won't really talk about the page, but you do, and I know EXILED boys, they tend to disagree with your page.
Yeah, definitely.
But you, like you said before, you don't feel like the stuff that you post is oversensitive. You feel like it is just the stuff that does go down.
No, there's some situations on there that definitely I think are oversensitive. Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I think they're worth discussing.
I think they're worth discussing.
He brings it up as a point. It says, "Hey, is this something that should be like shunned, or is it somebody? is it somebody that like is just like, is it being taken out of context? Is it being taken too literally? Like, there's been like, is it two friends just fucking with each other, and somebody else from the outside looking in says, I can't believe you would say something." It's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, because you never know. You never know. Shit get taken out of context. People say shit. Sometimes shit doesn't have to be offensive, but people will take it that way. You can't. Communication is all about understanding. If you don't understand someone and you feel like they're offending you and they don't know they're offending you, sometimes people get out of control.
I think the Instagram has a good point on that, where the people that are fucked up people in the community are, more well known, so people know not to fuck with these people. Like, say if a racist, now you just really go on Instagram and be like 5, people exposing this guy, going, oh, look at this guy's racist comments and all that. You'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy no more. So in that sense, yeah, it could be good to show awareness to people. And then you could look on it the other side as, does this person want the attention? Are we giving this person the attention that they want? Because they're saying this kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's the point Radler makes all the time. He just,
I can't stand, bro.
Because some people do that shit.
Giving like fuck boys a voice, bro. I hate that shit. I can't stand it, bro.
See, but my thing is, I like to give them a voice because it puts them all in one area. I'm not finna fuck with fuck boys. You know what I'm saying? I now know who they all are.
Nah, don't put them all in one area, bro. It lets other fuck boys migrate to them and be like, oh, how can I be just as gay as you, bro? It's like
I'd rather all fuck boys migrate than for them to sit silent.
Then they gonna migrate and then they gonna fuck with you. They gonna migrate and they gonna fuck with everybody else. And now you got a bigger mob of fuck boys to deal with.
See, I don't mind dealing with fuck boys. It don't bother me. So I can put them in a group. If it was thousands, billions of them, I wouldn't care as long as they're over there with themselves and not over here with me. They're not my friend, pretending to be my friend or hanging out with me in parties and shit like that. And then, one day, oh shit, he's actually a fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then you don't feel like they're winning when you post stuff about them. You don't just feel like.
I'm sure they think they're winning, but
to you,
I don't care. Like what would they have to do if you didn't post it? Because I'm not.
What would they have to do if you didn't post it? Like, they weren't getting that exposure. Like, what would they have to do? They would do nothing and go away. But no, they're gonna stay here because you keep posting them out there. And you keep telling them.
But there are. I mean, to be fair, there are some people that will say
until they find someone to irritate. That's
to be fair, there are some people that will see that post and go, "Oh, I knew that motherfucker. That guy's stupid as hell." And then would they would know that person isn't to be fucked with.
Most people just see it and go on about their day, bro. But there's like people that be like, "Oh, I know that guy. I wonder if this is that person." Like, second of all, like, there's a bunch of guys running around on like 5 different accounts, so you don't know. This probably could be like a finite amount of people in the GTA community, but you wouldn't know because there's like one person on 10 accounts or one person on 3 Instagram accounts, and it's like you don't know who's doing what, bro. But it's like, why give them a voice to begin with? I don't get it.
I mean,
they already have the voice. It's already public. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's really doing anything.
That shit's really polarizing. Like, it's really polarizing though, because then you get like some people look at, like, if you post up something that like somebody says or like something that they did that could be seen as taking it too far, or like something like that. And some people are going to look at it and say, wow, I can't believe somebody did that. And then there's other people that have that same mindset that are going to look at it as like, yeah, that guy got him good, or something to that extent. Yeah. And then they sympathize with it, which is ridiculous. And it like what Creed was saying, it compounds the fucking problem. It's just you end up with more.
It's like, exactly, like when you see something stupid on Instagram, bro, isn't there always that one guy that says GS? And it's like, what are you talking about? This dude is a retard. And it's just like
it's always his mates.
Yeah, it's like fire emojis and shit.
So you click on the account, there's some private account with like fucking a shitty bio.
It's like suspicious shit.
Every time, like, sometimes I hope they're fucking bot accounts, but I know some of them are real.
Nah, some of them are real, bro. It's like, I don't know. It's just retarded sometimes.
Maybe it's just because I'm becoming a grumpy old man, but like I see these posts where like all of the comments are just a string of various emojis. I'm assuming they mean something.
I try not to put so many emojis because I see.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck any of that shit.
People put laughing emojis after every single fucking word they say nowadays.
It'll be like laughing emoji, fire.
It'll always be a laughing emoji. There will always be a laughing emoji. They can say hi and then put a laughing emoji afterwards. It's ridiculous. Laughing emojis are after everything. Everything.
Well, that's like the switch with like texting and shit. Like LOL used to mean that you actually found something funny. Now you put it after a statement that like, I'm not saying this to be serious or to like be mad at you. I'm just saying this statement. Like it's basically meant to diffuse a conversation. So like I think the laughing emoji does the same thing. Like it's meant to like, this isn't a serious comment.
But a lot of people like they'll be arguing, then they'll put that because they don't want people to think they're mad. You know.
Right.
Which, you know, but the amount that they're fucking commenting, they're pretty fucking mad.
I don't know, man, because I talk a lot. Period.
But you engage with these people for a long time.
Look at my comments and say, okay, this guy's mad, because I'll send like a.
I mean, there has to be a point where you care to that point.
And you'll do it from 5 different accounts on your own post.
Yeah, I will. I will talk to you.
Because I mean, I'll shit talk. You know, I'll shit talk as like the next guy will. But I'm not gonna sit there and fucking engage with this guy that much.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you for hours on him, bro. You
probably keep coming back.
You probably get maybe one conversation out of me, maybe, and that's like or a day of my attention until you bring something up to me that's like I feel like it's some bullshit, and I gotta say something. And that's it. I'm gonna say my piece, and that's it. I ain't gonna go on and on and on with you.
I'm petty.
I'm not gonna do it.
I will go till I get the last word, just because I can. Like, if I got the time, I will. Like, I don't give no fuck. Like,
well, like the social media thing, man. Like, it lets people force their own perspective. Like, you can manipulate any of this shit to present the story that you want. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the truth. Like you can edit. Like, we see fight videos all the time, and it'll be somebody, we fought or whatever, and we'll kick the shit out of them. We don't win every fight. I'm not gonna say like we're some sort of super badasses that never lose, but in the event like it's a fight where they got their ass kicked and they were there for 45 minutes for an hour, and they'll take that hour of footage and find the 4 or 5 clips of them not like getting stomped around. And they'll throw that into like some sort of heavily edited montage
and
video.
And they take it to social media first.
Yeah,
I mean, people believe whatever they see.
Social media and like tout it in front of people to say, yeah, look how badass we are, look how cool we are. This is what happened. And because that's the first thing they see, people take it as fact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They believe exactly what they see.
Okay, yeah, that's totally what happened. It changes that
perspective. And usually without evidence. There was a situation a while back, which we probably all aware of. A certain member of a certain club was messaging like a 15-year-old girl or something, and they did make this public. They said that, but at the time, so evidence did arise later, and that's when it was dealt with. Demented thing, yeah. But evidence did arise later. But at the time, that's all this club said. That's all this club said was, "Oh, this guy's this. Go get him," and then everyone was jumping on this guy without even seeing messages, and that's why without even seeing any evidence, which it did arise later, so it was justified, but at the time I remember thinking, shit, this is
I don't see why you would say that in the first place. Like, if you were just saying that, then there's something wrong with you. But like, I don't see why somebody said that. I'd be like, oh, some shit must have happened.
You can
like,
say anything.
But yeah, you can say anything, but like sometimes shit like
people
that,
will believe you.
Maybe they
if you tend to say something, a lot of people will believe you.
You should like keep it private under the circumstances of the people involved. But like shit like that, like saying like, oh yeah, this dude talking to this underage girl, yeah, that shit's not cool.
No.
Which
it's just
But
that's the thing that bugs me is like they'll run to social media and they'll post this very heavily doctored perspective of what actually happened because they know the truth doesn't make them look good.
Yeah.
Or the truth isn't as impressive.
We usually have the truth. Shit.
Oh.
Did you just die?
I like the stories. I just got my ass
the truth sitting there through side.
But you're like, and that's the thing is when we have other people, like we don't really give a shit about a lot of the community. Like people bring other stuff to us and say, hey, so-and-so is saying this about you, but we don't actively seek that sort of shit out or follow it. Or like I get DMs on occasion of people just like sending it's like, hey, this person sent like posted some patch pic of you or whatever, and it'll be from months ago. Like
but would you take action?
Holding it for months ago.
I'd assume you'd take action if someone was like, oh look, this guy's talking shit about you, and shows you some screenshots, and you'd be like, what the fuck's that guy doing?
Most of the time I'll ignore it.
I like the photo.
But, like, I don't care. Yeah, most of the time I'll go for it.
Yeah, most of the time I'll ignore it. But like I'll call them out on their bullshit when it's like, if you're gonna post this and it's from several months ago, and you're not even gonna bother to tag me in it, like I mean, like obviously you want my attention, like that's otherwise you wouldn't be putting it up, like that's sort of the thing. But it was from months ago. Like I haven't seen you since say June or whatever, and I'm now just like you've been holding on to that because I haven't seen you since then. So I know that was the last time we
haven't said anything prior to it either. Like, I haven't said anything about us, like, until then, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you must be bored, and you had this picture sitting around.
I need attention. Give me attention. Like, somebody give me attention. This is what was happening. And it's like, people aren't actively, talking about this, our relationship with another club. I need to draw more attention to it. And I find it's kind of sad, really, like, that you don't have your own friends or you're not content enough with, like, the people you interact with. But like that's the big thing that bothers me about the social media side of like this community is the shit talk is so much worse, and on top of the shit talk being worse, it's so much lying. Like I won't even say it's editing. It's
why you gotta lie so much? Why you gotta lie so fucking much? Man, it's ridiculous how many.
Why the fuck you lying?
We're in an environment like the PlayStation fucking records everything you do. Like it constantly records gameplay. Like all of this is always out there.
Like why the fuck are you lying so much when we can all go back and see what happened? Like we were there. Like there's multiple people there that know what happened. What the fuck are you lying?
I mean, there are fucking crazy people in this community. I don't know why, but this community attracts fucking crazy people. Insane people.
Lying to the world starts with lying to yourself. And if you can't trust you, then why the fuck would anybody else?
Gunslinger 2018.
Deep.
If you lie to everybody else, you know it's false. So you then you're convincing yourself that that's what the truth is. So you're lying. Not only are you lying to everybody else, you're lying to yourself. So if you can't trust you, why would anybody else?
You're also an asshole as well. Like
we got it the first time you said it. You didn't have to say it again for the retards.
I mean,
that's the thing. You have to fucking repeat yourself. Stupid people don't pay attention.
Stupid people watch this.
That is true.
This is true.
They do. all of you in the live stream right now, go do something better.
Most of the people,
what are you doing?
all the people that watch like every episode we do tend to be the people that we fight or like that talk shit to us.
They do.
Constantly.
Wow. I literally said that and I lost like 3 viewers. I said go do something better, and 3 people just left.
Dude, B-Fly said that the other night at Full Trial Thursdays. Like, people have very polarized opinions of Exile. Like, there's some people that like us. There's a lot of people that don't. But there's a shitload of people that always say, well, nobody likes you and everybody hates you and all this other stuff.
Where does that come from?
I don't understand.
We get that shit too. Like,
they want to justify it. Like, cause like they're upset at us for whatever reason, so they want to rationalize it in their head that everybody else always thinks the same way.
People.
That's the other thing. But B-Fly said it at Full
That's always
like,
a crazy thing when somebody seems to know so much about your club and about you, and you've never even met them before, and you're just like, who the fuck are you?
Creepy.
And that's because of social media, because you have those clubs that you fight or that don't like you for whatever fucking reason, looking at your shit all the time, reading your comments, and they don't say anything. And then when they do say something, it's usually when they're in a lobby, see you face to face, and they're just like, your club fucking sucks. You get your ass whooped all the time.
Striker MC is the worst club on the GTA community. You're like, we've never even met you before.
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
we've never had a conversation.
Like, you don't even know me. You're an asshole. I've never had a conversation with you.
I don't know you, bro.
Calm down, shit.
So let's see.
That's where me not giving a fuck comes from. It's like I don't like if you're not the immediate people I talk to on this game or like the other clubs that I associate outside of my club, I couldn't give a fuck less that ass. Like I'm not even gonna try to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to you. I'm just
there aren't many decent boys around though.
They usually, exactly. They end up being some kind of fucking weirdo or an idiot, and it's just like I don't want to interact with you, bro.
Because anyone can seem cool when you first talk to them. Anyone. I could pretend to be cool for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you can pretend to be cool for 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, and then like you continue talking to this person, and you see them do something, you're like, wow, this guy's actually a fucking prick. You know, this guy's a douche. Which it turns out most people are.
Yeah, bro, I don't want to deal with it. Sometimes I just don't do it. Like, I'll see something, like somebody else, like Gunslinger said, DM me some shit that somebody either said something about the club, tag me in some shit. And it's like, I don't follow any enemies of my club, so like, I don't follow any enemies of Exile, so like, I don't know what's going on about us that's negative. I only follow friendly clubs, like, so I don't know. I'm not looking at anybody's stories. I'm not reading anybody's comments. Like, it's just like, I'll see it and it's like, okay. I'll see you when I see you. Like it is what it is. I don't know.
Which yeah, it comes to
it's like you said though. Fuckboys find other fuckboys to hang out with, and then fuckboys usually
this expression fuckboys. I thought that was meant. I thought a fuckboy was somebody like for a female that did like. I don't.
No, fuckboy has multiple meanings. Fuckboy means.
I was confused.
That may be a cultural difference from across the pond for the use of that word. But
okay.
Like, cool, because Creed is in the UK and you guys are in we're in the US. We both speak English, but sometimes words and slang.
The first time Creed even heard fuckboy was in a party with us.
I've come a long way, slang-wise. I really have.
Rattler will remember this. Like, Exile didn't have an Instagram presence for a long time compared to some of these other clubs. Like, it was never something. It was never something that we started doing. Like, we didn't really care, I suppose.
We was like, should we do this? We were like, should we do this?
We would take pictures and shit, and we would share them with each other, but like occasionally stuff would get put up on Social Club. But we noticed after a while that like the activity on Social Club had fallen off.
It's dead.
Yeah, nobody was there.
And we're like, where did everybody fucking go? Where did everybody fucking go? Because it got quiet.
We would take pictures and send them in the club chat, and like be like, oh, everybody be like, yeah, it's cool, but like we put them on Social Club and we're like, yeah, but still nobody's on here.
This one guy is like, hey, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you got that one guy.
This guy thinks that rocks.
There was a long-standing debate because a couple of our members had like accounts, but like the club as a whole didn't really have any sort of presence. So we had a long debate about like, should we even do this? Like, is this something we should do?
No.
Like, a lot of people said no.
Well, I mean,
like,
all right. So afterwards, did you see a rise in notoriety?
Notoriety, most
Maybe?
definitely.
Yeah.
I guess. You know, I
Would you
wouldn't
say-
know. Like I don't know.
Would you say it was
about
would you say it was better for the club or worse for the club, or here and
It
there?
didn't really. It didn't really.
We're doing
affect
us, bro.
the club.
Like, yeah,
we
we're just doing
kind
our
of do
thing.
us is always sort of
we're
what
just
we've
doing our
done.
thing. Like we're on that.
You don't think it would have picked up maybe recruitment a
it's-
little bit more? You ever recruited people on Instagram that was like, oh yeah, I saw you guys on Instagram. You know, like,
Well, they don't.
We
Well,
def-
they don't.
we
They don't
defi-
recruit like that. They let people
We
come.
definitely get messages like on Instagram. Like people see that as a means to contact us now, but it's not really like we don't
That's
really
not-
actively recruit. We don't,
Yeah.
and that's not to say that like I'll like actively discourage someone from attempting to join the club, but we're not out there making recruitment posts. We're not out there saying you weren't accepting hang-arounds. Like we don't do that. Because like the people that are right for this club tend to find us. We don't have to go find them. But yeah, no, it's definitely upped our interaction with enemies. I mean, not even necessarily enemies, just people with opposing viewpoints. Like everyone has an opinion, and
We've
now
met some friendly clubs through
we have met
Instagram,
some
though.
friendly clubs. We've met some really cool people that we otherwise normally wouldn't have interacted with.
Have you ever
Yeah,
sorted
I
out
know about
any
them.
bullshit that wouldn't have been sorted out otherwise via Instagram
That would have
or
been sorted out.
No, if
wouldn't have
anything
I don't
else,
think
it's
any-
caused more.
I don't think
it's caused
anything
more? You
has
think
ever
it's
been
caused
solved.
more shit than
I don't think
solved
anything's
it?
ever-
But like there's clubs on
Yeah.
Instagram I found on Instagram I never even knew existed. Like it was
Yeah,
clubs that,
same
like,
here.
like I didn't even know. Like these
But
clubs were out
they're,
here.
I mean,
they're smaller clubs, or like I said before, where they're on a different platform, like they're on Xbox or they're on PC, where they kind of had the same mindset as us, and that's kind of cool, and you can appreciate the content that they put out, even though we would normally interact with them.
I feel
What I like to
feel
see
like
is that
we
I
get
can-
too plugged
I
in
can-
if we do that. There's a good
So I can
reason
follow
for being
the-
plugged in, right? There's a good way to be plugged in. Sorry, Dad, I'll
Plugged
cut you
in
off
in
on
what
that,
way?
but there's a good way to be plugged in, and then there's a bad way. Where I feel like you can be too in. So let's say if you go have fun, you go shoot up a cunt, right? And then the cunt messages you and goes, oh, and you get complaints and you do this, and then it's like that's being too plugged in. You know, that's having too much, thing where people are like, oh, I want to be friends with this guy. Everyone wants to be cool with this guy. Everyone wants to, and it's like at a certain point you just want to play
I
the
feel
game
like that's,
and avoid all
I think
the
that's
extra
more so
stuff.
content, less than it is plugged in. I mean, because you could, even if you didn't message those people back, the messages would probably still happen because, as we talked about before, it's your, people see you. You know what I'm saying? They see you as a member of that club, and when they see you on social media, and you're the one that they see the most, obviously they're gonna feel comfortable sending you the message. Okay, we got this problem. Can you fix this? Well, no, I can't fucking fix it. We gotta fix it together. We're a fucking club.
Well, exactly, and a lot of
But-
people they see. I'm going to use it as an example. A lot of people see Day as basically the showrunner of the club because he's the
Short of the face of
yeah,
Strike.
yeah, he's the most on social media. He's the most known, isn't he? Because he's got the most followers. He posts the most stuff, and people tend to flock to him more. So whenever someone has an issue, they tend to think, "Oh, I'm just gonna go talk to Day. Day's gonna sort this out for me."
And I swear to God, every time they go with the same thing, it's almost as if they ask me, "What are you going to do about this?"
Yeah, and it's
Like,
It's like,
it comes to a point where it's just like,
what are you expecting me
like,
to do
shut
about
the
it?
fuck up.
What the fuck do you want from
What
me,
do
man?
you want from me, bro? Like, you want me to do something about this? Is that what you bringing this to me?
Like
you want me to
that's
do
exactly how old boy came in my DMs talk about some like bro.
People don't understand that
something? What are you gonna do?
we don't really. We'll always put the
I'm
club
gonna fucking
shit
block
before
you. That's what
anybody
I'm gonna
else.
do.
Exactly. Right? No one understands that there'll always be the club shit before anyone else. So no one's gonna cause a huge fucking hissy fit and go crying, going, "Oh, this guy was my friend. We gotta stop this now." It's not like that. We're not gonna do that for you. You're a bitch.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're a bitch.
You are. If you no, let me say. If you ever message us talking about a problem that's actual bullshit, you're a bitch. Seriously. If you ever message any of us, you are an absolute fucking bitch. I'm putting that out there right now. So that annoys me. That actually annoys me.
Wait, Wait. Let me hold on. Say it one more time. I'm trying to understand exactly what you're
I'm trying to say that if you come to us with a fucking problem that isn't saying like, oh, this guy's doing this towards you, fine, you can tell us that. But if you come to us like, oh, one of your boys said this, one of your boys did this, fuck off! Like, stop.
Just snitching in general, bro.
Crying. That's what it is. It's crying and snitching.
I don't mind.
Hate it.
I don't know.
I don't mind when clubs hit me up in a misunderstanding, you know, like say, because we had this happen
like
when somebody accidentally shoots somebody and you know it didn't get settled there, so they're like, hey man, what happened? It was like, oh,
okay, we'll go talk to the cunt that shot you.
But when a newer MC that we've never even met sends me a message and they're like, your guy shot me in the lobby. I'm your friend. Are you gonna get them together? No, they're gonna keep shooting you. You're just my friend, not theirs. What the fuck?
Your guy shot me. If you don't want the cunt to shoot you, go, hey cunt, I want to be mates. I want to be mates with you. Can we be mates? And if he says no, he said no. And if he said yes, he said yes.
He said no.
He said no.
He said no.
God, man.
What up, Payne?
Worse than Hitler.
Oh my god. That's not possible. I don't think.
Well, I think it's possible. I don't think it applies.
Wasn't that guy that killed like 10 times more people than Hitler or something? Who was that guy?
Yeah,
Stalin?
Wait, who?
Was it? No, it's the guy that got his like dragged through the streets and is like got fucked up by the rebels and shit.
Dragged through the streets.
Oh, what? Gaddafi?
Yeah. Didn't he kill like 10 times more people than Hitler?
No.
Hitler? Let's not get into this.
I'm gonna look it up afterwards and I'll show you.
What the fuck?
I will, because I'm pretty sure he's worse than Hitler.
So we talked about it, you know, the toxicity and everything. What do you guys really think is like too far? Because obviously, you know, like some shit go without saying, you know, like ain't nobody finna talk about kids.
Oh,
shit
yeah,
like that.
Shit like that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you're not finna
I would say,
with no underage girl, shit like that.
Right.
But what really can you say? Like, me personally, if somebody got their personal picture up and somebody comment, boy, you ugly as hell. Or,
boy, you
fucking
ugly.
gay.
Like, come on, bro.
Like,
put your picture down.
You put your personal picture up. Like, what?
You get really sad because a stranger on the internet called your face ugly? Like,
somebody sent me a message on my page talking about this dude was talking about my mama. Is she dead? Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my DMs,
it was like when it comes to the point, if you, you're not talking about somebody goes, oh, your mother's name was this and she died of cancer, and he knows all that kind of stuff. Like, it's like, oh, your mama fucking spat you out on a fucking freeway, you know, and it's like, oh, yo, my mother, she was really sick, you know, you're an ass. No, you made it your mama joke. Stop crying about it. I think when it comes to a point of the people who don't play the game, the people aren't in the community, leave them out of it. All right, you don't go after someone's family and their kids and shit. If someone's wife tends to play the game, if somebody is on the game like a woman is actually part of the MC community, you could talk shit to her too. I don't care. When it comes to that point, I think you could talk shit to someone's wife if they are playing the game because they're part of that community.
I don't discriminate, bro. If you out of
exactly.
line, you out of line. Like,
white knights are all over the place.
Man, you male or female, you out of line.
You ever had this before? You'll be talking or something. I went to an event recently. I'm not gonna name names here because obviously it was over with. I went to an event recently. This chick was trying to talk shit, right? Being a bit of a cunt, and then I started cussing her out. So who the fuck do you think you're talking to? That kind of shit. And then this cunt out. I don't want to start naming names. This cunt came out of nowhere.
Yeah, sure.
And was like, it was white knighting, basically trying to defend this person because sole reason, because this person was a female. And I see that happening a lot on social media as well. People defending because they're women.
Nowadays, they want, there's this whole sexist thing going around. They want to be, they want people. Everyone's equal, right? It don't matter your sex, race, don't matter religion, all that.
I just think it's a bunch of dudes running around.
But then at the same time, they expect females to get different treatment. Like, you can't call no female no bitch, shit like that. Like, motherfucker,
that's what it is. It's like motherfucker didn't get any pussy, so he's trying to get some GTA pussy, and he's like,
that's what I think it is, bro.
And he's just like, oh no, you can't talk shit to a precious little female.
Yeah.
It's like,
I get to talk to a girl on this game that I like playing, like, and they just lose it, bro. Like,
me and Creed, man, we always say, man, that GTA pussy do something to him, man. They do something.
They don't even give a damn what they look like in real life, neither, boy. I'm telling you, they GTA character look right, and they voice sound good. Them motherfuckers be all over.
Oh, they could
that's
be.
my boo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know she look like a humpback whale.
She could look like Shrek 2 up in that bitch.
Like, motherfuckers don't be giving no. I got her back. Don't be talking to my boo like that. Okay, that's your boo. You booed up.
Don't fuck with this one.
When she dies, I'm gonna operate the crane to bring her out of her house.
The side of that is like these gaslighting like motherfuckers who it's some dude who has a female character, and they'll have air quotes like boyfriend. They'll have like air quotes boyfriends on GTA, and it'll be like, and it's like, yeah, this is my girl. Like, does she talk? Nah, she doesn't have a mic.
She doesn't talk.
That's a mic.
Whenever somebody has like an online girlfriend through the GTA community and they mysteriously do not have a mic, that's a man.
Dude. That's a dude. Most definitely a guy.
You know how many times we've had somebody come in this bitch and be like, yeah, I got this girl that wants to join with me.
They'll be like, nah. She sent me pictures of herself.
Yeah, it's like, nah, she doesn't have a mic and she doesn't talk. I'm like, how do you know it's a girl? And like, how do you even talk to her? Oh, just through messages and kick. I'm like, man, God.
How do you know it's a girl? Well, her GTA character's female. What kind of guy would make a female GTA character?
I mean, I won't like harsh on somebody for like trying to meet somebody through the internet. Like that's not
internet dating is different.
Like I won't. Well, no, it isn't. Like I mean, because this is still a means.
You gotta show everybody though.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, but GTA is still a means to like you interact with people, you meet new people. I mean, obviously you have a shared interest because this is something you're doing, and like I mean, it's gonna date me a little bit, but like I met my wife through MySpace, like so.
God damn you old.
Like, yeah. But like I would never harsh on somebody for meeting someone on the internet. That's not what I'm saying is weird. It's the people where you don't know if that's actually one, you don't know if it's actually a female. Two, if it is there any is it anything more than basically like role playing, I suppose is the
Why do
best
you
way
need to
to
be
put
taking
it?
pictures in front of the GTA sunset? That's what I want to know.
Why do you have to awkwardly stand super close to each other so it looks weird? Like
some of these pictures, right? They'll jump and then like fall over, and then like in the animation where they're falling over, it could somewhat be construed as a deformed hug, and then they'll post that.
Yeah, that's what.
And it's like, how long did you try to get that for? Because that's not a PC fucking mod thing. That's actual in game, and they've done something there. So have they been trying for like an hour to get that fucking picture?
Dating is fine, but when you're basically literally role playing the sex that you should be having in real life on the fucking game, it's just no one wants to see that. We don't want
to the controller vibrate and put it on his dick.
Hold hands on the sunset. Nobody fucking wants to see that, bro. Nobody.
It makes me cringe every time I fucking see it.
And it's like there's a community, and they keep posting the pictures like it's some type of thing.
And then all the other people going, oh good shit, you'll click on their profile, they'll be doing the exact same fucking thing.
Oh, you guys are a power couple. Where? They power in their controllers? What the fuck are you talking about? Like
they power in their controllers.
They got them bitches on the charger. They power like a motherfucker.
Worse than Hitler.
Jesus Christ, creep. He's just gonna understand.
God damn it.
GTA relationships are worse than Hitler.
What?
We're putting out there.
GTA relationships are worse than.
Spread the message.
Spread the message. This is a striker. Let me see.
Oh man.
Okay, perfect example. Like another thing you have to deal with like Instagram is like the random accounts and shit. And this goes. I just got a comment on a post
sketchy
from.
Accounts and weird accounts.
Well, no, it's like an apparel company. They make like.
I think it's weird that I only have to deal with that on my GTA account.
Like skull, it's like skull jewelry and necklaces and shit. But they just commented on a post that I made in January.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird.
Oh, they've been going through your shit, and then they've been.
Is it only on your GTA account though? Like that doesn't happen.
That never happens on like my personal account.
I only have a GTA related. Like I don't actually really do social media. That's just like my personal stuff. Like I
don't do it either.
I don't do that.
I don't sit around and take selfies. I don't document the fucking meals that I take. I don't fucking like. I don't check.
Instagram strike.
I don't check in. Like I don't check in where I'm at. Like that sort of thing. Like my Instagram, like my main Instagram profile, because I have one for Full Throttle Thursdays, but that's just for the event. But like my profile is almost exclusively GTA related, and what isn't GTA related is motorcycle related. Like I'll post pictures of my bike, or I'll post pictures of I'll go to like bike rallies or stuff like that, and bike nights, and I'll post pictures of that. But it's all still kind of connects back to the fact that my character is in a motorcycle club on GTA. Like it all rounds back to that. I don't have a personal Instagram page. Like I said, I don't take pictures of like my life. I don't feel the need to document my life and present it.
I do always get annoyed when I'm following someone in the GTA community and then I click something and it's them in a nightclub or something. I'm like, I don't wanna fucking see that. I don't want to see you having a drink with your friends. I've gone on here to look at MC stuff and just have a look.
Smoking a cigarette.
Right? Yeah, I don't. Oh, alright, yeah. That's directed at you, did I? Just leave it there. I want to see.
Rather, those are live streams, so if you're watching them, it just means you care. You love me. You love me. You love me. I knew
we've been trying to get Data to quit. We're starting up a fund.
I accidentally pressed your lives where and seeing your weird ass smoking a cigarette.
First of all, I don't even
one time he drowned a slug in beer.
I just go live and smoke a
cigarette. He murdered an entire slug in some beer one time.
Look at this man smoking a cigarette. Look at this man.
Weird, Dede. The slug killer.
Ridiculous.
I ain't got a slug yet. I ain't caught him slipping.
You drowned him. He's dead.
No, he lived, bro. He swam out that bitch.
He didn't. He was fucking dead.
No, bro. He slithered out that bitch and went on by his business.
I used to have, like, my old phone. It would just give me, like, an Instagram notification, but it wouldn't tell me what it was. Like, somebody commented, somebody followed you, somebody liked, so whatever. So, like, I would get a notification, and I'd just hit the notification, and it would take me to Day-Day's live stream, because I didn't know what the fuck it was. Instagram notification. I'm like, oh, great. Now I'm here. Like, I don't want to fucking watch this shit, and then I leave.
Yeah, he did it. You're a nuisance.
Basically, I want to see MC stuff when you have an MC account.
Streams the most mundane shit too.
Weird shit. He's like walking around.
I'm not doing
I always say go to Day's YouTube. Go to Day's YouTube. He live streams like 11 times a day.
Dude,
it's ridiculous.
Like, I don't understand. Like, he'll have his phone, like, posted up on the dash in his fucking car, pointed at him while he's driving somewhere. He's not interacting. Like, he's not looking at the chat. He's watching the road. He's actually driving and shit. But, like, why are you live streaming you driving? Who cares? Like, what are you doing? Why?
And I gotta hear about it, Data. That's the part I don't like.
Data's gonna get a camera strapped to his head so he can just live stream his entire life.
It's fucking, cause it's fucking hilarious, man.
I believe he actually watches like that. When you do them shit, do people actually watch those? Like, you actually have people sit there and watch your ass.
No, there's actually people that will sit there. No, it's the funniest thing. So I'll sit in the car, right? Turn the music up all the way. It's obvious I'm not even paying attention to my phone. And there will still be people trying to have an entire conversation with me watching my live stream.
Man,
and I'm not paying
on the front porch, be like, man, what's going on, man? You know, just.
Oh no, I talk to you when I go out to smoke a cigarette. That's what I turn it on for. I'm gonna talk to people.
Man, Day-Day. I swear to God, bro. Something's wrong with you.
Built-in cameras, man.
I like talking to people, bro. It ain't something right about me. I can tell you that. Tell you that right now.
Get no argument from any of the people in this room that there ain't something right with you. I mean,
yeah. Bro.
So
to sum up, here will acknowledge that you're fucking weird.
To sum up this conversation before we bring it to an end, real quick, let's just go through. Do you feel like it's a bad thing, social media? Can you define yes or no? For me, I can say no. Day-Day?
What, is it a bad thing? No.
No. Okay. Well, no, sorry. I meant to say yes, it's a bad thing. I don't like it. Day, would you think it's not a bad thing?
No, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Strike.
Yes.
Gunslinger.
I think there's pros and cons to both sides of it.
So you're undecided.
I dislike social media.
It can be. It can be.
Like as a general concept, I hate social media. I really do.
Rattler.
It's cool if you have a creative mindset, bro. And if you want to post like pictures and shit that you're doing with your club, bro, it can be cool. Like
you can use it as an outlet.
It can be good or bad. Yeah, it can be good or bad.
It is what you make of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what you do with it, bro. It's basically what you do.
Well, to sum it up, social media is worse than Hitler. That was episode 14 of Club Talk. So yeah, episode 15's next. 15 hours next time.
52.
So enough. So for another conversation.
EXILED FTW.
Right.
Support the snakes, smoke the fakes. Yeah.
Club Talk.
Club Talk.